Hey, I'm Jack, and we're at my house. We're in Brooklyn, and I'm going to show you guys how I make the songs. So first one that we're going to work on is I Want to Get Better. So I Want to Get Better started, I was in Malaysia, and I played just a few notes on a piano, and then it made me, they kind of like sounded crappy, and I put them into my iPhone, and I put the iPhone into the MPC, and those piano notes were originally lower, but then I pitched them up. So originally they sounded more like that, and I recorded it off my iPhone. And then I got 4 of them and I pitched them all up. So I remember I was messing around just with like those, and then eventually led to that pattern, which is this. I just had that, and then I was messing with the 2 in between. And eventually put them like this. So I had that for a while. This was like at 2 in the morning in my hotel room in Malaysia, and I didn't really know what was going to go behind it. And I took my friend's voice, who I won't tell you who it is because she doesn't even know, and I pitched it all the way up. She had left me a voicemail and I just took a piece of it, so then I started like messing with that. And then it started to build, and then I kind of liked the idea of more and more samples, and I had this other voicemail where I had a video of my girlfriend yelling, "Let's go." So I just grabbed the go, which is somewhere in here. Yeah. So then I had this kind of like weird piano chop sample thing I didn't know I was going to do with, which sounded like this. And then I wanted to make a beat out of it. So it wasn't really a song at that point, it was just an idea. I remember the first thing I did was just like a kick snare pattern. I was like, then my fear was I didn't want it to feel too like 4 on the floor. I didn't want it to be like dancey. So I got this sound, which was a drum sample of me playing from like 10 years ago. And the basic drum pattern behind all the samples is, yeah, that's it, right? And then that weird clap sound went in the end. Eventually, these big snares. That's basically the beat that it started with. And at that point, I had no idea what the song was going to be. I just knew that it was like a really cool beat. So then I took all that and put it into Pro Tools. So first I had that, and then I made like a weirder version of it. Which I basically just did with like a bunch of filters and choruses. And together it made this. And then the beat we just made. Then I started building on it, and then I remember kind of figuring out the chorus, which is, so I love on like the ones of choruses just having like big explosions. So like literally going into the chorus are just bombs. And to me that's like a very literal way of just being like, here, welcome to the fucking chorus. So you have that. You have the pianos. But then the most important part of the song, in my opinion, which only happens in the chorus, is the low end. So this idea for this like big arping low end, so playing around with stuff like this. messing around with that a ton, and what I ended up coming up with was this, which is completely the backbone of the entire chorus of the song. So I thought that was cool. But then I thought it needed like kind of like a high component to it. It's like something like something like that is what I had in mind. And what I ended up recording was this. You put it all together, and it's basically like every possible range you can go to. It's like this huge low, then it's like super mid-rangey thing with the pianos, then all these like massive high-pitched snares happening up here. I just thought it was really cool and really sparse. And then later I started thinking about like, I didn't know I was lonely till I saw your face. And then I kind of imagined like different people singing it, like this guy here and then like all these people here. Which is one thing that's cool about that song is it was written, like I can't even sing the whole song like by myself because everything overlaps itself. So it's like you need a crowd of people. Like I need to be able to go, I didn't know I was lonely till I saw your face. And I physically need the crowd to go, I want to get better. Or else like it just doesn't work. And that is how this song was built. And what would make me happy is if you guys could take all these stems that are right here, right now, which I've just shown you how we made all of them, and just fuck it up and make your own version of the song and send it to me.